What's up YouTube, Tenchi Arizonia, the angry Dracolope of the Jackalope crew here, and today's video is going to be kind of quick, but it is actually a viewer requested video from Todd The GunGuy. I'd really appreciate it if you actually go check out his channel. You'll find a link to his channel in a pinned comment on this video. Anyway, let me read you the comment, specifically a message he sent me on Instagram. I had to screen grab it and send it to my computer because I'm recording on my phone. Anyway, this is the message. Hey brother, I have a video request. Get out and show us more of that ocean and countryside. It is a beautiful country we can only see through your camera. Then with the kind of metal emote on the Instagram message at the end, so two like that. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today. So Todd, if you see this video's for you, brother. And this video specifically is of a part of Christchurch that is a little bit off the beaten track. Locals do know about it. There was actually a restaurant quite near it, unfortunately closed now. Anyway, this is not actually too far from the Norman ruins, the Priory, and the quayside you saw in some of my previous videos. In fact, it is only about a 5 to 10 minute walk away from the Priory. It's about a 5-minute walk away from the Norman ruins and about a 10-minute walk to the quayside. Anyway, first bit of information that is relevant here is this particular spot is part of the mill stream that runs through Christchurch. Now, it has silted up. It used to be a lot deeper in the mists of time, and this item is actually very close to its original position in Christchurch, though they do not believe that this item would have actually been used for the purpose you Americans might be familiar with it for. If you're familiar with the Salem witch trials, which is for trying witches. So it's not believed that this was used for that. It is actually a replica of this specific item, but the wood used in its construction is around 500 years old. So without further ado, let's get to the footage. Enjoy, and I will see you afterwards. Well guys, as you saw, that was in fact a ducking stool. And as I said, the timber is old. 400 to 500 years old. It was actually really old timber used in the construction of this replica. And it was actually based off one historic design. They do not know if it is the actual design of the ducking stool that would have originally been in Christchurch back in 1809. And prior to that, of course, because ducking stools have a very, very long history, going back to around the 1400s. Anyway, this ducking stool about 50 feet behind it, that's going back from the river, back from the stream, should I say, there used to be a restaurant called the Ducking Stool restaurant. Now, this replica was made in 1986, and the Ducking Stool restaurant opened the same year. I used to go there when I was around 10 or 11 years old, so 1994, 1995 sort of time. 1993 onwards, actually, I started going. I started going there when I was about 10, stopped going when I was about 16, so I stopped going in 1999. Well, at the time, in 1999, it was still open, but apparently in relatively recent history, maybe 2-3 years ago, it closed its doors and it's now just fallen into disrepair, unfortunately. It was a very nice restaurant, the people who owned it were very nice, but it's no longer there. Anyway, back to the topic at hand, the Ducking Stool. Well, Todd, you said you wanted to see more of the countryside and the ocean. I wasn't in a place where I could get a shot of the ocean yesterday, but where that particular spot is in Christchurch, you are not too far from the countryside, in fact. In point of fact, if you go across that stream, you are actually in a big floodplain. So I thought I would take a bit of footage of that, give you guys some more historic value to one of the areas close to where I live. Hopefully you enjoy the content, and as usual, that's all for now. If you like it, please subscribe, comment and share, and remember, be good to each other.
I'm Dracolope, bitch.